good evening, and welcome to another edition of It's Saturday Night. Do you know where your love is at? With your host, The Stroke. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, babies. Oh, babies. Good evening, and welcome, my beautifuls, to another edition of It's Saturday Night. Do you know where your love is at? Of course. Of course, am your number one bona fide, sexy, some bitch of a host, The Stroke. You're welcome. Anyways, babies, real quick one tonight. I failed to bring it up in my last video, but something truly terrible happened on January 15th. This world lost a true icon, a visionary. And Mr. David Lynch transcended to that great red room in the sky, I guess you could call it. Babies, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I'm a huge David Lynch fan. Always have been. What's funny and very interesting is I was a fan of David Lynch's before I even knew who David Lynch was. That's right. Elephant Man. Love that movie. Kind of felt like Merrick in that movie. You know, I guess we all kind of have days like that, or weeks, or months, or years, where we just feel ugly to the rest of the world. But, babies, there's a lot of beauty in this world, and that beauty, a lot of that beauty, can be found within yourself. Now, you may look in that mirror and not see it, but I can promise you, it's there. You just have to know what kind of perspective to have, I guess you could say. David Lynch was a very confusing poet of the cinema, I guess you could say. A lot of people just didn't get his films. A lot of people didn't understand how what was represented wasn't really supposed to be straightforward, cut and dry. Lynch was a poet when it came right down to leaving things open to interpretation. Gotta love that. For somebody who's creative, somebody who is strives for differences that might open another person's eyes. That's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing to strive to be. David Lynch was that. God rest his soul. I miss him. Y'all know David Lynch is indirectly responsible for changing the face of a franchise he had nothing to do with. I don't know if y'all know this, but due to the Elephant Man and the bag that he wore on his head, they changed Friday the 13th. See? Because Friday the 13th Part 2, Jason wore that bag on his head, didn't he? Same looking bag, same, even the one hole. You know, people going forward in that franchise said, no, we can't do this. We can't have it associated with that. So that's where we got this wonderful thing, the hockey mask. Thank you, David Lynch. Always changing the landscape, the narrative for people like me and people like you. Babies. Anyways, I sat long and hard, tried to think about a way that I could correlate this David Lynch little bit into something I like to do with these videos. You know, I like to kind of put out a message for everybody, each and every single one of you sons of bitches. Maybe y'all pick up what I'm putting down. Maybe it'll help. Who knows? Babies, here's the way I'm going to connect these two things. I'm going to marriage these two ideas. David Lynch and his beautiful, majestic awesomeness. And the message I want to bring to you, babies. Always, always, always be true to yourself, babies. Do not let others compromise your vision or block your path for personal growth. They may not understand it, but that's okay. They don't have to. That's the wonderful thing about being true to yourself, is they don't have to understand any of it, as long as you do. As long as you know what it is you want from yourself and how to achieve it, babies, I think you'll be just fine. I'm going to leave y'all with this closing quote from the great man himself. And I hope it touches you the way it touched me. Keep your eye on the donut, not the hole. There it is, babies. Babies, I want to thank y'all for joining me for another edition of It's Saturday Night. Do you know where your love's at? I, of course, been your amiable and bona fide sexy sumbitch of a host. I'm about to go watch Wild at Heart for the 100,000th time, just because. If you like the vibe, babies, please do remember to like and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Oh yeah, babies. Struck home.